Hi, I'm Renée Walker, a mindset mentor, speaker, and lover of all things spiritual. I believe that at our core, we are all spiritually wired for love, peace, success, and abundance. Here on the podcast, we're diving into mindset, wellness, and business, but always through a spiritual lens. Let's just say we're going deep, but we're keeping it light. So let's elevate your life from the inside out, one conversation at a time. Welcome to Spiritually Wired. Welcome back to the Spiritually Wired podcast. I am so looking forward to this conversation today because we have with us Chellie Carlson. And Shelly is an LA-based stylist who works with top executives, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders from around the world. She takes clients from feeling just fine in their clothes to feeling absolutely magnetic every time they walk into a room. With 25 years in fashion and a deep understanding of the psychology and the energetics of style, Shelly created The Method, a game-changing approach that blends closet therapy, strategic shopping, and personalized styling to unlock next level confidence. She's been featured in the New York Post and Business Insider, and she is on a mission to help people step into their full power. Because when you dress like your most unstoppable self, you become them. Welcome to the podcast, Shelly. I'm so looking forward to our convo.
I am thrilled to be here.
Shelly, I'm looking at you right now. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see her beautiful background. Shelly is outside. Here's the thing. I was reflecting on this, Shelly, and I'm like, I love your style so much, obsessed. And I'm also, what I realized is that more than that, I'm just obsessed with the way in which you own your style. And I would love to start right there because I think that there is something so incredibly beautiful about a woman who has confidence with the way in which she dresses. Like, I feel that from you. And I know that for the people who are listening, everyone wants that, right? We want to feel good and confident in our clothing. So can we maybe just kick off this podcast by, if you can share what your perspective is on style and how it's evolved for you over the years?
Ooh. Thank you for that beautiful gift received. And I would say it's mostly mindset and energy. The clothing is just a reflection of the work that I've done on myself and on my body. And I haven't always looked or felt this way. And I am most equipped to serve a woman I used to be. And
Mm.
that is why this is my magic and this is my gift. I am serving her every day. Getting dressed is one of the greatest acts of self-love you can give yourself. And I know the majority of women out there are not getting dressed with that feeling in mind, of that intention of this is an act of self-love. I'm beautiful. My body is perfect. I deserve to wear beautiful things. I get to show others who I am through my wardrobe. So for me, for most of my life, I struggled with body dysmorphia, body image, and I would say 90% of your audience, or maybe even more, also struggle with some form of this. As a woman, we've been conditioned and brainwashed to believe that if we're not a certain size, we're not good enough. And the smaller we are, the higher our self-worth is. And that is all a lie. But it's taken me many years of healing and doing the work, the inner work, to prepare myself to be able to stand in my power and be able to hold space for women who are wanting to become more visible, who are wanting to feel safe and confident in their body. So I would say it's been a many deep process of many, many years, lots of layers that I've had to peel back to now I show up wearing basically no makeup. I'm able to wear outfits that are in alignment with who I've become. And I've let go of all the past versions of myself, right? And so that's the magic, and I want this for every woman. Style, I found, is not something that's innate for most women, and there's so
Mm.
much shame around that. All the women I get on phone calls weekly with new potential new clients, and they say, "I feel so shameful that I can't get dressed, Shelly." It's like, "I'm a woman. I should naturally be able to do this." It's as though we just because we're born a female means we should have great style, and that's not the case. Um, I know I was born this way. It's in my gene keys, my human design, like, this is my gift. But for a lot of women, knowing that it's not your zone of genius, and that's okay. I just want you to know that it's a skill, and it's like a muscle that you can build, and you can evolve and grow your style, but it's not gonna fall from the sky. It takes work, it takes effort, and that's one of my big messages is you can start at any age. You could transform your wardrobe no matter your size, your age. It's never too late to invest in yourself and transform your wardrobe.
Yeah, what I love about the message that you bring to is that the clothing is one thing, but it's how the clothing makes you feel, right? And you even refer to it as like the energetics of style, and energy is probably the word that I use the most on this
Yes.
podcast, because that's what it is. It's a reflection
Yeah.
of who you are. It's a reflection of the energy that you bring in. And
Yeah.
that I know is, we need to talk more about that because like we
Yeah.
focus too much maybe on the clothing itself, but it's how do you feel in that clothing? Like how do you help women
Mhm.
tap into,
To that.
I would imagine that with all of the women that you work with, we all have different styles. So it's not about putting everyone like you, your style is unique to you.
Right.
I love it. I
Yes.
appreciate it. I see it on you. And I know that that's your style, right? I'm
Yep.
assuming you're not dressing everyone the way you
Absolutely not.
dress. Yeah. So
I
how does
want
that work?
Yeah, I usually and I say this when I'm on calls with new
Mhm.
clients, my style is mine. I don't want you to have my style.
Yeah.
My job is to uncover and unlock what's true and authentic to you, and I get to pull that out and then reflect it outwardly to the world. This is the work that I do, but I feel that so many women I feel it begins with what limiting beliefs are holding them back. We all
Right.
have them. You are taught I go back to childhood with my clients. What did your mother teach you about getting dressed?
Mhm.
What were the stories that have been running the show for 20, 30 years? Stories like, my legs aren't good enough, Shelly. I don't want to wear shorts. And the fourth look I put them in are beautiful shorts, a full look. They look in the mirror and there's tears. They see they look beautiful in shorts, and they say to me, "Shelly, I never thought I could look this good in shorts." And I say, my job is to set you free. You've had this story running the show, and these beliefs are what's really holding women back. Arms. Almost every client I meet says, "Shelly, I don't want to show my arms. I don't feel
Mhm.
confident in them. They're not good enough." And my job, once I put you in an outfit that makes you feel beautiful and authentically you, no one's looking at your arms. No one cares about your arms. They feel the confidence and the energy that you're exuding, and your aura is magnified when that outfit is in alignment.
Mhm.
So it's less about the body part because so many of us are just wanting to hide, and you know they think that hiding that body part is going to make them look better or feel safer when actually my work is doing the opposite. It's setting you free to wear what's true for you and show off what really feels good for you. That's the magic.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you say the word hide, and I relate to that so
Yeah.
much. I mean,
Yeah.
I can speak from my experience. I turned 50 this year, and in my
Oh my
50 years, I've
goodness.
had many bodies, right? Like your bodies change,
Mhm.
and I've had children, and certainly the last part of my 40s, my body changed in a new way, and the instinct is to want to hide and to
Yep.
hide with, just big
Layers.
clothing. I
Yep.
mean, I'm all for comfort though, so I I embrace
Yes.
the comfort, and when I see photos, and now I get to see a lot of photos of myself, I can just see like, "Oh, I was hiding in that outfit." Like,
Yep.
that was a way for me to feel a little bit more, like, you think that in adding layers and bulk that
Yeah.
eh, I don't know what we're trying to do, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it's rarely
To not
we're
draw attention to that area
attention, yes,
when it
yes.
actually you're drawing, and I did this. This is why
Mhm.
in my 20s and 30s, I spent my skinny years feeling fat, and I hid my stomach area with moo-moos, and
Yeah.
now and I work with size 22s. I have zeros and I have 22s. I
Mhm.
don't care what size you are. When we put you in clothes that balance you and make you feel confident, your size doesn't matter, ladies, and it you're going to feel like your best self, and we've gotta stop hiding in clothes, and when you blend in with everyone else, this is the other big issue. No one is gonna
Mm.
judge you, and guess what? You're not going to stand out. So
Mm.
every single listener right now has a personal brand. I don't care if you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever your, you know, occupation is, you
Mhm.
need to consider yourself a personal brand. And if you want to be visible and grow your brand, you've got to create a signature look that stands out, that's authentic to you, because it speaks
Mhm.
before you do when you enter a room. What do you want it
Mm.
to say?
Yeah, I love that from like for the business owners in the room, but then
Yeah.
also it's interesting, like we just, as we're recording this, just a few days ago, had an event for like close to 100 women on manifesting.
I saw
And
this.
part of the manifesting piece, right, is really showing up in the energy of already having received whatever it is that you're
Received what you
calling
want.
in your life. And that can be, whether it's health or wealth or
Partner,
relationships or in
whatever.
any.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in all of it. And I love, like, as we're having this conversation too, that your clothing is part of that energy. Like when we talk about like, how do I want to show up? What energy am I embodying? Your
Right.
clothing gets to reflect that identity, that
Absolutely.
version of you that you want to bring.
100%. I think it's one of the most underrated manifestation tools. I do all the manifestation work. I mean, we're manifesting constantly. And when
Mhm.
I hold the vision of a client, it's 3 to 5 years out. Who is she? Where is she going? Then we make investments in her wardrobe from that higher self.
Mhm.
What does she feel worthy of wearing? And we put her in the clothes that literally give her the feeling of 3 to 5 years out. She attracts everything she wants 10 times faster because she's feeling in that energy right now,
Mm.
just
I
like you
love
said.
that. I love it, and I mean, one of these days I'm gonna manifest being in LA and, having having a
Yeah,
session with you.
yes,
That's
it's
now on my
happening. A
manifestation,
manifestation list,
board.
yes.
Exactly. But something that I know was really interesting, I had this experience where I was working with a styling creative director, and the pieces of clothing that were chosen for me were not at all what I would have done, what I would have chosen. And it
Yeah,
just made me realize, like, as I stepped into it, I'm like, wow, like that's how I can be seen. And so I can just see for you and the work that you do, the power of sometimes you need someone else's perspective to to see you in like their eyes, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Because you're able to draw and to pull and to see something in someone that, again, maybe we're just too stuck in dressing
absolutely.
the way we've been dressing for 20 years type of thing. And you need like an external person to
To show you,
reflect
yeah.
back to you all that you are today.
That's exactly what I do, and I show you who you really are
Mhm.
through your wardrobe. And your lens, you've had the coloring of your lens from childhood,
Mhm.
from, ex-partners who told you, "Don't wear this color. Don't show off that part of your body." All of these stories have been
Right.
literally coloring this lens that you're looking through, and my job is to just wipe it all off, get to know you, get to know who you're becoming, and show you through your clothes who you really are. And then your job is this is a new identity. I create entire new identities for clients. They are literally sometimes unrecognizable after swapping. Their energy shifts, their whole life changes because they are investing in themselves. They believe in this transformation and it changes the game for them.
Mm.
And it's
I
possible
love
for any woman, no matter your age or your size.
it. Mhm. I know that one of the philosophies that we share is that I've always been someone like I'd rather have one pair of jeans that fits me really well, quality versus having
Community.
10
Yep.
pairs that were, just like
Okay.
it's amazing how easily we can buy because it's on sale, because and even even though it's on
You're
sale, you're
influenced.
still
Yeah.
paying money for it. And then it
Yep.
ends up that you could have bought that one pair of jeans that maybe felt like it was too expensive, yet you ended up spending the same amount or more by buying, 10 pairs that don't fit in the same way. So
Same way.
I'd love to kind of get like, what do you think about that whole idea of quality versus quantity for women?
Oh, it's everything. And it's what I help women do in my membership and my one-on-one work, upgrading what you currently own. Most women in your closets right now, we need to let go of over half. I'd say 60 to 70% of your wardrobe needs to go. It
Mhm,
is not aligned with where you're going and who you're becoming. You cannot it you cannot have great style if you're holding on to all of those past versions. So my number
mhm,
one thing, ladies, edit ruthlessly. You're going to have better style with fewer things. I would rather you
mhm,
have one little rack of clothes that fits your body, that you can mix and match, that you love, than quantity. We've been,
mhm,
again, brainwashed that we need massive amounts of clothes in a closet and that equals abundance. And I'm here to tell you that's a lie. The
mm,
smaller and leaner your wardrobe is, the better style you're going to have. And investing in quality over quantity, back to the energetics. I personally have never touched any Amazon. It's energetically not in alignment with me or any of the clients I work with. I know sometimes if you need something overnighted, you got to do what you got to do. But I want you to look at investing from your higher self and upgrading, like you mentioned with the jeans. I would much rather you have 1 to 2 pairs of jeans that you love, that you can out just repeat over and over again than a dozen that are average. And so it's
mhm,
really choosing to make those investments. And for a lot of women, that's the scarcity mindset that has been running the show for years. I can only buy this if it's on sale. I'm only worthy of investing X amount of dollars this month or this year in my wardrobe. And that is what's really holding you back. And so when I work with my one on one clients, and this is how I now shop for myself, when I find something that I feel in alignment with, typically at this point in my life, I don't really even look at the price. I know I am going to get that cost per wear down because I'm going to wear that piece over and over again for years and years. And that's the philosophy that I use. I'm really into just the energetics, like the feel of it, how it fits my body and the value. For ready to wear, I'm not touching any designer ready to wear for myself or my clients. I believe we can find higher value in more of a mid range
Mhm.
that you could find at, say, like a Bloomies or a Neiman's.
Mhm.
And there you're going to find better quality and better value. I don't believe the more you invest, the higher value. It doesn't correlate, right? Do you follow me?
Mhm. Yep.
So it's more about the fit and the energy and how it makes you feel. And back to style and comfort, ladies, you don't have to sacrifice both anymore.
Mhm.
Every look I put on myself every day and my clients, you should be able to take a flatbed flight overseas and be able to work in it all day long and feel comfortable. Most women are typically buying the wrong sizes for the bottoms.
Mhm.
That is what I found year client after client. It's like we keep trying to stuff ourselves into a smaller bottom, and that's why we're uncomfortable. We're buying the
Mhm.
wrong size. So I took it quite a few ways there, but
Mhm.
I really am obsessed. I have probably one of the smallest closets out of
Mhm.
definitely out of any client I've ever had, and it's curated. I know every piece. I know where it's at, and I know that it fits me and that I love it, and I can style it 5 to 7 ways a minimum for
Mm.
me.
Yeah.
Less is more, ladies.
I love that so much because we recently, like in the past couple of years, we moved, we downsized. Our kids are grown, and
Oh,
I had like a bigger closet. Now I have a smaller. I mean, it's still. It's not to say that it's small, but it's smaller, and it's making me more. I have to be more intentional with what
yeah,
stays in my
what you
closet, and I I like it. Most of the time, there
it's
are
easier
times
to
where
get
I'm like,
dressed,
I wish
right?
it
Yeah,
is, like, that is the thing is I
yeah,
find it's the like, I'm a little bit obsessed with capsule wardrobes on Pinterest. I think I've shared this on the podcast before. Like, when they have it all laid out, the idea of a capsule wardrobe really speaks to
really
me,
speaks
but
to it.
it's more because of the simplicity. It's
Yeah.
amazing how much energy we spend trying to figure out what we're gonna wear. Like,
Oh, the
let's be
decision
real.
fatigue is real.
Yes.
And ladies, the less you have, the less decision fatigue. And I also want to share, so editing is my obsession.
Mhm.
Your closet should only have right now fall, winter wardrobe front and center.
Right.
Your spring and summer needs to be in a separate location or
Mhm.
in bins away
Mhm.
from your main section. You should not be scrolling through, white linen and eyelet in the middle of your wardrobe right now. It
Mhm.
all should be separated so you have fewer choices, less decision fatigue, and then archiving. We need to archive all of those really special moment dresses or things that are unique to you, like your grandma's sweater or whatever that's special to you. Archive it. It doesn't need to be in your main closet. Your
Right.
ski gear shouldn't be in your center of your closet. Your resort needs its own space. And
Mhm.
special occasion dresses need their own space. So the
Mhm.
main wardrobe should feel light. It represents, ultimately what's happening in your closet is a picture of what's going on in your mind. So the cleaner,
Mhm.
clearer it reflects what's going on in your world.
I love that. Like the
Lighten
idea
it
of
up.
like opening your closet and you know that
Yeah.
if you were to pick anything from it
It
with your eyes
fits.
closed, it would be
Yep.
something that you know is going to fit and you know you're
Yeah.
going to feel good in it and not be like
Yep.
one of those things cuz I mean the reality is that there can be so much shame in someone's closet, right? If you're
Oh,
holding on to pieces that either you bought because like maybe you spent a lot of money on
yep.
something that you realized that was not a good buy, but maybe one day. So then you feel shame because you spent all that money and you're not wearing
Yep.
it. Shame because you are not fitting in it
Yep.
anymore and you are desperate to get back to that size. Like there's so
So
much,
much shame.
yeah, so much attached to everything
Yeah.
that you
I'll
own.
speak to the sizing because I recently shared I've I had to remove quite a few pieces in my closet that no longer fit. And typically we're talking bottoms with most
Right.
women. The tops were
Mhm.
usually fine. It's bottoms that are our issue. So I went ahead and removed all of these like 5 or 6 pairs of shorts that were just a little tight. And when I put them on, and jeans as well, they felt just uncomfortable. I'm removing them. I'm selling them, getting them out of my closet. Ladies, if it doesn't fit you and you have room in your waistband and you're comfortable in it, it's got to go. And if you're
Mhm.
obsessed with it and you know you want to fit back into it, archive it. But for the
Mhm.
most part, ladies, it's time. You can afford to buy new
Mhm.
when you need to buy something new. Just get it out of your
Mhm.
closet because every time you go to put it on, it doesn't fit, you shame spiral. So
Right.
we've got to have only things that fit us perfectly in our closet.
Is this so I know you speak of, like, the psychology of proportion and
Oh,
how
yeah.
you find that that kind of is a big thing for women, that when we can
Women.
understand that, it shifts a lot. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you mean by that?
Yeah. So I use my styling philosophy is based on one silhouette, and that is the hourglass. I don't care if you're a stick, a pear, an apple. I don't care what shape you are. The most aesthetically and balancing silhouette is the hourglass. It's going to make you appear longer, leaner, more balanced. And so we've got to achieve that by bringing every garment in at the waist. What that does is it draws the eye to the smallest part of your body, which is your waist, which then separates you into thirds. So 1/3 on the top, 2/3 on the bottom, instantly looking longer and leaner. Most women make the mistake of wearing tops longer because they feel they're going to hide the midsection. They have then the garment hitting them at their hips, which is the widest part of your body. So when you're looking in the mirror or if someone sees you, their eye goes right to that lower part, wherever the hem is of the top, drawing your eye to the widest part of your body, making you look more compact.
Mhm.
So it's a very simple philosophy, and any again, my size 22s, my double zeros, this is the one thing that balances them and makes them feel beautiful. And a lot of women, it's the midsection. We're trying to hide it. We have, we have uteruses. It shouldn't be flat. We're going to have, a little, s- you know, a little space like there, right?
Right,
And
right.
it's okay to go ahead and bring in,
Mhm.
we high-waisted bottoms. If you're wearing a sweater, front tuck it. If you're wearing a silk blouse, tuck it, do a full tuck, and you're going to
Mhm.
look leaner and longer instantly.
I see, yeah, I mean,
Do
and
you
again,
see
like,
where
that's something that is a learning 'cause, the what you're
Yeah.
speaking to, I'm like, that's what I do. I will do the
No, and
longer
that's
top.
and because it's safer, and I get it, and in the
Yes.
past, I
Yeah.
like to share that before COVID, everything was longer because we were wearing skinny jeans and leggings more pre-COVID. So that's when
Okay.
the style was skinny, so designers were coming up with
Mhm.
more blousy, loose tops. Now, if you walk into a store, you're going to see everything's getting a little more cropped due to the
Mhm.
fact that everything is high-waisted, and now the silhouettes are more generous, wider leg rather than skinny and tight.
I
So
see.
now we have an easier way to balance our bodies. And so again,
Mhm.
I want to challenge anyone, no matter your size, you're going to feel more balanced when you do the front tuck or full tuck. And you
Mhm.
can belt or not to belt. That depends on, if you want to look more polished and put together, belt. If you want to be more casual, no belt. There is no
Right.
real rule on that. But we've got to really have that everything comes in at the waist.
Okay, that's gonna be an
It's a game
assignment for
changer.
me. That's
Yes.
gonna be an assignment
And
for me. Thank
and I
you.
want you to do a before and after in the mirror. So oftentimes
Okay.
we are dysmorphic looking in the mirror. I want you to snap a selfie with it long and then tuck it in and watch how, and then look at your phone and swipe. I would
Right.
love for you to share this with me because you're going to look at it and it's going to be really obvious how much, how much better you look just showing off your actual shape, right?
Yes,
And
I know,
owning
but
it. We're
part of
not
it, it's owning it. Like,
owning
when
it.
just going
And
back to that first comment, I mean, I think there's something about, "This is my body," and,
mm,
like, let's own,
let's
the
own it.
body that we have now instead of wishing we
It's
were in
perfect.
a body from, like, 10
Yeah.
years ago, right? Just
No, and
being willing to be.
it's all right here. And I mean, I'm in size. So many women are just caught up on the size. I mean, I'm I have some size 26s, but right now I'm comfortable in size 29s.
Mhm.
And I don't care what the number is. I care
Right.
about the fact that I can breathe. I feel good in these bottoms and I feel safe. I can wear them all day, all night. And I'm going to do more content around this because it's the number one thing. No wonder
Mhm.
women can't get dressed and they're frustrated. They put on their pants and they're too tight. So what do? You throw on the Lulu joggers
Right.
and they stretch and you're fine, right?
Right. Right. So
That's what's
true.
holding women back is the bottoms
Mhm.
and sizing.
Um, you were talking about belts. Can we do a little,
Yeah.
talk a little bit about accessories? Because I'm admiring your
Oh,
necklace that
thank
you're
you.
wearing, and I
This
know you
piece.
speak about it. So what's your philosophy around accessories?
Yeah, I used to not be really into belts. Like the past 2 years, they've come back and I'm really into them now. But, find 1 or 2. Ladies, you don't need 20 belts,
Mhm.
okay? Let's start with 1 or 2, maybe a brown, maybe a black. And I'm giving you permission here to just outfit repeat. Wear those belts. I have 2 belts now that I'm into. I swap them every day. And you could
Mhm.
wear that one same belt every day and outfit
Mhm.
repeat. No one cares. You don't need a new
Mhm.
belt every day of the week. And then same thing with accessories. I typically wear my gold stack that I usually wear every day is my signature stack, but my lion keeps falling off. I need to rehook it. So I got this in Bali, and so I just threw it on and I thought it went today. And so
Is that a
typically,
crystal?
yeah, it's
Oh
a,
my gosh, that is stunning.
and then these
I
are 2
didn't
big
even realize
stones.
that it was a crystal
Yeah,
at the
it's
center.
pretty big and but it's
Okay,
very
you're
lightweight.
gonna have to come find us. If you're
Yes,
listening to us, we're gonna figure out a way for you to see Shelly's
my giant
necklace
crystal
because it's
necklace. It was
gorgeous.
protection. And
Yes.
for me, it's about comfort, and I usually just wear 1 watch. So for me, I'm
Mhm.
very low maintenance. Like, I do a 1-minute makeup. I wear the same jewelry over and over because I don't need decision fatigue. I don't need to decide out of dozens of pieces what I wanna wear. And then when I
Mhm.
get dressed, and this is what I teach through my membership and my clients, you should be able to get dressed in 5 minutes. You
Mhm.
know your formulas, you know everything fits. You should not be stressing or spending hours or packing for a trip. You should have a little carry on and a little packing strategy that I teach. It's so simple. I'm
Mm.
very low maintenance when it comes to just my life. Like, I want my time and my clients, you want your time back. There's stats that I think women are spending a year of their life trying to figure out what to wear.
Mm.
Literally, we just need to do some work around this. And that's what I teach. It should be fun. It's a gift every day that you're giving yourself. And so many women are not getting dressed every morning as their higher self. They're throwing on that workout outfit. They worked out, they keep it on, they move through their day in the same workout outfit. Our minds, it's neuroscience backed. When you put on that outfit after you work out, say, that tells your body, I'm here to work, I'm here to be productive, I look amazing. This represents who I'm becoming. you're going to have a more productive day, ladies. Then at the end of the day, you get to drop down and downgrade into your comfy cozies, telling your mind and your body, I've done the work. Now I can relax. Now I can calm down and, eat, rest. But swapping into an outfit, even I like to say that I get dressed every day for my top client, even though I'm sitting here working from home and seeing no one. And
Mm.
truly, I feel like that's a habit that's changed my life. And I challenge everyone out there to do the same, but give it 30 days.
I love that. And
See what
you know
happens.
what you're
Yeah.
speaking of too that resonates so much is just how getting dressed can be an act of self-love, right?
Yes.
If you choose, if that's
If
your
you choose.
intention, if you
Yes.
let it run you, and I think it's when we're younger, maybe there's a sense of like you dress for external validation, for
Yep.
approval, for other people to
Yep.
say,
Now,
"Oh, that's pretty." But we get to now dress
just
in a
for
way that's for
ourselves.
us, like just for
Yes.
ourselves. And how liberating is that when you can choose the outfits that make you feel how you want to feel that day? And the other piece that you're saying that I'm really resonating with, Shelly, as well, especially for, there's a number of listeners here who we do work from home. And yes, we
Mhm.
go out and you do your things, but the majority of your work is done from home.
Yep.
And there is like that's changed, right? And this is just kind of since
Yep.
COVID, really, where most of us are now working from home. And there is something about, because I actually was having this conversation with my husband not too long ago. I'm like, I need to really be intentional in finding ways of how do I say it? Like making sure that I have boundaries around, okay, this is the beginning of my work day and this is when my
Yes.
work day ends. I'm not having the glass of wine to trigger myself to say it's the end of the day now. So like I need something to say, this is it. I'm done, complete.
Yes.
Otherwise, my brain is always still in thinking mode, in ideas and all of those things, which are great, but it's not I can see when I'm like veering
When
off
you
and it doesn't feel good anymore.
yeah.
But with the clothing piece, I love like that's a great way
Yeah.
to have like set
It's a
energetic
signal.
boundaries.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
What a great
And
idea.
it's
Yeah.
such an easy I know it's and ladies, it shouldn't take an hour. I know you've got the kids, you've got your husband and all the
Mhm.
things and work. It's like, this should take 5 minutes and you get
Mhm.
dressed and it's going to shift the way you show up, even on Zoom. I no more putting on a what is it, business on the top, casual on the bottom. I want you to put on a real outfit that
Mhm.
says, like, "This is who I am," and then you're building that muscle. Like, that's when you take a selfie, if you love that look, put it in your album, and I want you to start, like, discovering, like, "Oh, I wore this piece and I got so many compliments on it. Okay, great. Let's wear it again tomorrow in a different way. Let's figure
Mm.
out what pieces light you up and then wear them on repeat. You don't need a new outfit every day, ladies.
Yeah, that's another piece I'm really receiving
Yeah.
is permission to wear
To
things
repeat
again. And this is
and
going to
again.
sound, I don't know if this is going to resonate with everyone, but because now I know with where I'm at and the work that I'm doing, there's a lot of photos being taken,
Yes.
whether so, I'm doing this, but then also just events and things. So there's a lot of photos and I've been feeling this pressure, not like pressure, but I'm like, oh, I can't wear that, even though I love that and I want to wear it because I wore it at that place. Now I have these
No.
photos. So it's kind of permission to let that go and
Yes.
just,
So the more you when you love an outfit and you show up consistently in it, you are building trust with your audience. That is huge. If you show up in a different look or a different energy day after day, it causes confusion. People are less likely to trust you. But I mean, I from the f- my f- a lot of clients I find want photo shoot outfits. Like they say,
mhm,
Shelly, I want to go buy a whole new wardrobe for this photo shoot. I guide them in when they work with me, the clothes that they own in their closet are ready. They're photo shoot ready.
Their
Let's
photo
just
shoot
style
ready.
what you own. We
Yeah.
don't need a full on, like, because when they show up then in their imagery from content to real life wearing those same looks, you're telling people, I am the same person when you see me in, fancy photo shoot looks as I am when you see me working from home every day or with clients. So it's just, you don't need to keep buying and shopping, but we've got to find, if you love that outfit, wear it over and over again. No one cares. It's actually
Mm.
benefiting you by outfit repeating.
Yeah, that's a shift in perspective right there.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So can you tell us more then? So you talked about your membership, which I believe is
Yeah.
called the Style Society. So how does it
Yes.
work when you're a part
A
of
member.
it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it is, it's a sisterhood, style sisterhood. So I have brought together hundreds of women from all over the world into this membership. I've had it now for over 4 years. And the one on one work I do with my clients and the information that I'm coaching them and teaching them, I am pouring into this membership through a month by month journey. It is a subscription. You could leave anytime, but the goal is that you're not going to get a style transformation in 3 months. This is an ongoing journey. You're going to keep evolving, and so should your style. So, women can come into this membership at any point in their style journey, whatever age, size they are, wherever they're at, and they have a safe place. It's very lots of vulnerability on this masterclass call every month. I'll share about that. But these style boards that I deliver, each month you receive
Mm.
5. This is giving you information and education on how to dress your body. All the codes that I just shared with you, I'm putting into these boards. And not only is this information there, but the links are there. I have vetted all of these products. These are all high value, say boots, jeans, whatever it might be. And if you need that piece, you can click on it, add to cart. But again, my whole philosophy is less is more. My goal is that potentially if you join the Style Society, you hopefully won't need to shop much because you're going to get information and formulas that you can recreate with what you own. You
Mhm.
don't need to seek outside of you. It's just a new lens for you to see your wardrobe and give you that. It's more of this, we have to take aligned action. So many women do Pinterest boards. The images go there and they die. In this membership, you can actually start to see the action that you can take every month to make your wardrobe and dream wardrobe come to life. And this masterclass, I do a monthly call, and the women join. And any questions you have about your style, you can jump on and show me something, ask me anything. And it's just really a safe place for you to come and feel like you're not alone on this journey. And I'm your guide.
I
It's
love
so much
that.
fun.
And can like people, if you have an outfit, like you want to
Yeah,
share
you
it,
can
take a photo.
share it, and we have a circle, so we have the
Mhm.
platform where women can connect with one another. I've had my members be on each other's podcasts, connect, become friends in different cities, and so then I also host events in different cities, um, and more so in the future, I'm going to be doing more events, but it's just a beautiful
Mhm.
community of like-minded women that wanna grow, and they want to invest in themselves, and they just don't know where to begin.
Mm, what a beautiful
I
offering. I
know, it's an honor,
love that.
I love these
Yeah.
women.
Yeah, that's so amazing, and to be connected with other women, and I
Women,
mean, style gets to be fun too, right? So
yes,
that's
it has
where
to
I
be
mean, it gets to
fun.
be fun. So
Totally.
what better thing to be talking about?
Right, and it
I
gets
was
you
so
off
looking
of that
forward.
hamster wheel of being
Mhm,
influenced because there's so much confusion around,
mhm.
I should buy this or I wanna look like this, or you're doing hauls on Revolve and buying all these things, but it's not changing your style. So this is a place where we get you off the hamster wheel, and it's one space where you can evolve and grow
Yeah, it
your
gets to
style.
be it's more intentional, right? Because I'm
Yes.
sure everyone listening has done the, oh, I don't know, it's late at night and you're
Oh,
scrolling and you end up
just
buying
oops.
stuff just to
Yeah.
buy stuff. And then you're like,
Yep.
why did I do that? Half of the stuff too, if you're buying like some things, I mean, apparently it's not even what you saw on screen, right? This
Right.
beautiful dress that ends up being completely different once you receive it. So there's something about, again, being intentional and
Intentional.
just turning off the noise. Like as a meditation teacher, a spiritual teacher, it's always about like, how can you turn down the
Off
external
that noise. Yeah.
noises and turn on the voice of your higher self and truly listen to her. And it's
Yes.
very parallel to the message that you're
Yes.
saying, which is like, turn down the external noises on, yes, there's
The
also
outs.
the own inner thoughts that are not serving you, but all of the ads and the pressure to be
Yes.
and do
To look
and
like these
really.
other girls and to feel, stop. I don't follow a single influencer. I have no
Mhm,
desire to. And
mhm.
no offense to any of them. It's just that isn't what serves me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I could keep, speaking because I have apparently, it's a
Lots.
topic that I love to talk about. It was
I
really fun.
know.
I
We
was
could.
getting ready. I'm like, "Oh, I get to chat with
No.
Shelly today," and I'm just so grateful to have you here.
Oh,
We talked about the Style Society, so
yeah.
if, people want to follow you, like,
Yes.
where's the best place for people to connect with you?
Yeah. I spend most of my time on the gram on
Okay.
IG. So it's CHELLIE. So it's a little
Mhm,
funky. And
mhm.
then Carlson. And I'd love to hear from you, what you enjoyed from this, how I could help you. And then my membership is $55 a month, and you can
Mhm.
link in bio. You can join, or through link in the show notes potentially.
Wonderful. Yeah, we're gonna add all of that
Yes, all
good
the
stuff
things.
in the show
Come say
notes.
hi.
Absolutely. And I know that you and I need to have more convos because it sounds like you've been
For
on so
sure.
many different spiritual adventures. So maybe
Yes,
that'll
that's a
be the
whole.
next episode. That's a whole other
Absolutely. I
episode that
can't
we'll
wait
save.
to dive into it.
We'll save for another time. Thanks again for being here. And I want to
Oh,
remind you,
thank
you're
you for having me.
listening, that you are always spiritually wired for love, for success, for freedom, for joy, for feeling good in the clothes that you wear.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to Spiritually Wired. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow and leave a review. It really makes a big difference for the podcast. And if you're ready to dive deeper and join a soul-led community, come be a part of the Spiritually Wired membership. With weekly life lessons and a rich library of recorded classes, it's designed to support you every step of the way on your spiritual journey. We currently have a special offer where you can receive your first month for half the price. You can find a link in the show notes or come check it out at reneewalkerwellness.com. Until next time, remember to take some deep breaths. Remember that you are spiritually wired.